No, 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 no. Wait, 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 wait. Wait, 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 wait.
Emotional damage. Okay, you can hear me now? I forgot I didn't unplug my mic. I was trying to set up the boom mic. Well, the boom arm for the mic. But I hope everyone's doing well now in this time zone. Also, I'll make sure to drown myself, Rarian. Cause like I said before, because I don't have the Firebot source in the starting screen. I think in the BRB, but minus the ending screen, because that's basically no the ending screen. I mean, ending stream. Ending screen. Guys, I'm ending the screen. But I saw the drown and redeem, so I'll make sure to drown myself. Because I already refilled my water bottle. Like the Kirby 1-up sound. That's why it's extra life. And it's also random position, so it could be all over the place. But anyway, let's actually get started with Metroid Prime Trilogy. Because we're actually almost done the entire trilogy, and with the release of Prime 4 already out, time to do Prime 3, the last of the trilogy. Yeah, I'd say my second favorite in the Prime trilogy. Yeah, of course we're gonna do it in hyper mode difficulty, basically just hard mode. The ship log, autopilot navigation, interior. So it's basically talk about all the coordinates and stuff in this with the ship, and especially the mission for Samus and everything about what's going on. But somehow it's getting hacked. But that's the way how it starts out. All the face on pods is already set up. And then there's some games that had variant difficulty modes, but there's barely a difference in difficulty. Well, true. It usually depends. If the enemies takes more damage to kill, or you take more damage from them. And also one thing is what Prime 3 adds motion controls. And you see the intro that Dark Samus is actually still alive. Well, it's already known from the secret ending in Prime 2 that Dark Samus is already still alive. And like I said, Prime 3 is also the introduction with motion controls in the Prime series. The AI can be prohibited in old games. True. Because it's just the early stage of AI. Sometimes it can be smart, or it can be dumb.
Unidentified vessel, please switch to a secure radio frequency and transmit your identity code. We're standing by.
So since I'm actually doing on the Prime hack, this is like modified Dolphin for the Metro Prime games, whether it's the standalone Prime trilogy or it's actually it's basically just Prime trilogy or just the standalone versions you can use. So motion control is basically right stick.
Transmission verified. Greetings, Samus. We welcome you on behalf of the Galactic Federation. Proceed to the command ship Olympus. You've been cleared for docking bay 5. Welcome back, Samus.
We could just use the left stick. And we at the GFS Olympus, basically the home area of the Galactic Federation force. And also, Samus has a new ship too. Well, another new one compared to the first and second one, and that's in Prime 1 and 2. But this time her shirt, actually her ship, I said her shirt is her ship. Guys, her shirt's going somewhere. What? So basically here in Prime 3, you can actually have Samus ships that actually travel to different land locations. Well, not as of right now, but when we get to Norin, we can, especially the other planets, a little later on in the game. And just like Prime 2, the blue and the reds that you scan, the green's already you scan it. Yeah, my brain shuffle words when I'm talking too. Yeah, that's alright though. Like what the heck? Like what the heck? And also the new ones is fleet mechanics. Basically the repair employees of the GFS. And Admiral Dane, he's actually the general and the leader of the GFS. And also we have a new enemy here. It's the Halberd class turret. Now one thing, the Halberd class turret, it doesn't activate unless you actually attack the fleet. Yeah, the fleet employees or the GFS troopers, and you guys want to watch out and don't do so. And plus, there's different levels of it because it'll come out when you shoot the GFS troops or the fleet marines as a warning, and then start shooting you in level 1, and then level 2 it actually be stronger, and then if it's level 3 it has a charge shot that can instantly kill you. Literally, it can instantly kill you. And you said deploy level 3, you got nowhere to stop it, and and like I said, it instantly can kill you. So recommend not to shoot them at all. Oh, training drone. Oh, you could just continue shooting them. But just like Prime 2 with the scanning, like I said, it's blue and red means you actually scan, while green is already you scan it. Actually, to be honest, I have to say this too. Prime 3, it's actually my second favorite in the Prime trilogy. I know I kept saying it a couple times, but it actually is one of my favorites in the Prime trilogy. Cause no, number 1 is still gonna be Prime 1 no matter what. I bet you get scored for scanning. Well, I wouldn't say score, but if you want to do the scan 100%, if you're going to go there. Because in the Prime trilogy, basically you can scan for 100%, even just item collecting for 100%. Which is actually going to be important too, especially if you want to 100% the game. I mean, you don't have the 100% scanning, but if you want to, you go right ahead. Yeah, 13576. Like this was my first weekend besides the packing of Wii Sports. Oh, that's interesting. Also, welcome, Link. How you doing? Well, actually, the first Wii game is Wii Sports, just the standalone original Wii Sport that came with the Wii before it was updated. And I think if I'm correct, next is Twilight Princess, I believe. And there's Gord. Gord's actually one of the bounty hunters. And that's in Prime 3. Thanks for the hydrate, Abraham. I already did drown myself. Your neutral aim drifts a bit. Yeah, that's what I just noticed too. But it's just not that big of an issue. It's like a small minor one. A bit of recoil. It could be something like that. But like I said, it's basically small. It's not even like a big deal. Like, because it's not like a heavy drifting or anything else. Oh wait, now I see what Link meant. Yeah, it's just a little, like I said, a little drift. Well, I wouldn't say like a heavy drift, but I think it's because it's an emulation. It's with the controls. Because I didn't control like this stick. It could be that. It could be a lore that you're in space. Well, I actually did saw like a lore I got because I actually did scan a GFS lore, but I could pull up. Yeah, there's one. The Olympus battleship. The Olympus class battleship is the first Federation capital ship designed to use in an onboard Aurora unit. They are the flagships of the fleets, and they serve in, usually commanded by an officer or flag rank. Battleships of this class have a smaller crew than most ships of the similar size, due to the presence of the Aurora unit. The space saved in crew support is used for more battle systems. The enormous vessels are powered by fuel gels, making it the scarce commodity of extreme value to the Federation military. Now we had the elevator activated. Now there's one thing here in Prime 3, unlike Prime 1 and Prime 2, Samus still has some of her upgrades. Like she still had the Morph Ball bumps, she had Morph Ball, of course, Charge Beam, that we still have. Yeah, even space jump, so we don't have to worry about getting the space boots again. You better do some slime farming to get some fuel gel, right? And thank goodness for the space jump boots that you don't have to worry about. Like, my gosh, I remember in the previous 2 Prime games, you had to search them. It's stuck with one jump. That'd be right over here. And it's basically the safe station. We'll first scan the pickups. The purple is 10 units. I think blue is 50. Yep, it's 50. And of course the gold one is 100. Save station, welcome back. Because I noticed too in Prime 3, compared to Prime 1 and Prime 2, Prime 3 also changed the doors anytime you go on a different planet or a different area of the planet. But no boost ball yet. That's a little later on in the game. Nice place, and then also Nurse Samus. Now that's a doppelganger. I'm kidding. That's Gandreda. So Gandreda's actually one of the bounty hunters can actually shapeshifts.
Looks like everyone's here now. Before I begin the briefing, of space pirate origin. 4 months ago, the GFS Valhalla went missing while on a training mission in the Klar Nebula. The ship's logs revealed that they were attacked by a space pirate raiding vessel.
What is the logic in disrupting a Federation training mission?
They're pirates. How could they resist a prize like that?
It never would have happened if I'd been there.
Then it's a shame you weren't.
Well, sorry, Rondis, you weren't there.
Valhalla gained access to the ship's Aurora unit, 313. This is how they were able to hack into the network and plant the virus.
Thanks to our security protocols, we were able to shut down the network before the damage to the virus became irreversible.
But we're still vulnerable. If the pirates decide to launch a major offensive, we'd be hard-pressed to defend ourselves. We must rid the other AUs of that virus and bring the network back online. That's where you come in. We need you to deliver the vaccine to each of the AUs in this system. We'd also like you to investigate the pirates' activity in the area. We need to know what they're up to.
Condition red. All personnel to combat ready stations. Repeat. Condition red.
Sir, a space pirate attack fleet has just warped out of some sort of wormhole. They're also heading for Sector 0, the planet's home base.
No, they're targeting the planetary defense system. Get down to the planet and aid the ground troops. Stop those pirates from disabling the defense system. Go.
And now I remember too that in the original Prime 3, that Admiral actually said dang in the standalone version, but they changed it in Prime Trilogy. No, one of the bounty hunters too is actually Rundus. Rundus is actually one of the bounty hunters that is known for using ice elements, and probably one of my favorites of the bounty hunters. And also, fun fact, Rundus is actually voiced by Chris Sabat. That's right, Vegeta, Piccolo, and other characters from Dragon Ball, even Zoro from One Piece.
Samus, get to your ship. Keep you down on the planet. Till we get the fleet in formation.
Yep, One Piece. But first, I want to scan. But first, save. Yep, like I said, Rundus voiced by Chris Sabat. Vegeta, Piccolo themselves from Dragon Ball. Even Zoro from One Piece. And when he said the One Piece, you mean the One Piece is real? Probably have to go at the bottom. Yep. Yeah, there's one of the space pirates, the Pirate Matilia. They're basically more like the weak variation of the space pirates. So this game reminds me of a certain the sci-fi again. I'm about to say, was it Dead Space? Oh, Halo. Save the brethren. Oh, this is a pirate ship. Yeah, but yeah, Dead Space can be one too. But that one was scary. I agree. Dead Space can be scary, but it's interesting at the same time. That's the crawl tanks. I wonder if the crawl tanks is basically part of the pirates because usually throughout the game we see that came with the space pirates to keep them company. Okay, anytime you counter the space pirates in the planet, the crawl tanks appear too. Gotcha. And the ship's gonna crash right in. Save the brethren. Because that's one thing. This mostly happens that if like if that trooper actually get caught in the air vent, and because you only had a few seconds to close that shuttle or that gate right there. I think or it's called the hatcher if I'm correct. Well, I guess we have to go back, and then, of course, we're gonna have an encounter with the pirates. In the meantime, these pirates, we have to take down all three of the pirates because they're trying to protect the energy cell. Because the energy cell is basically part of the source's power, or like the machine's power, or most of the part. Got a dirt of jar. it's a jar of mutant or mutagen from the TMNT. Wait, actually, I don't want to forget about this pirate. The armored pirate Matilla. Somehow pirates may have like something like a psychic move or something like that. Or psychic or telekinetic move, because it actually was able to get the energy cell from a distance. Why is the rum always gone? What do you mean? Yeah, like I said, the energy cell is basically that restores the power usually to the machine or to the room. Actually, I don't know that reference. They restore, but we got some creatures on our hands. Come out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm missing out. So basically, you're actually gonna fight the crawl mines and the crawl tanks for a while till one of them actually come out from the door. That's from the ground. Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean reference. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've been MIA from the series. Go down here. And also one thing is too, with Prime Pack you can actually reduce the bloom. And that's it. That's in the Prime trilogy. Especially you can actually change the intensity of the bloom in Prime 3. So basically I lower down the bloom for Prime 3 because I feel like the bloom can be a little too much, especially in the original hardware. Yeah, just run this. I already took care of one of the pirates already. And also, energy tank. At least he didn't call him Jack Sparrow. I mean, he's Jack Sparrow. It looks like it was some sewage, I think. It's Captain Jack Sparrow. Same thing, Marion. Okay, dweeb. I'm sorry, dude. I about to say, you want to be a dweeb, go right ahead. I ain't forcing. Also, that's a little bomb slot. Plant the bomb, let it go. Actually, it's Captain Jack Sparrow. I mean, Gandra just had to do it to the pirates. We're back with Jane Metroid. Also, hey Dragonkin, how you doing, dude? Yeah, I'm doing alright, dude. Just a long day. Well, it's too bad it doesn't. It's too bad the suit don't speak. Because it doesn't say record to logbook compared to Prime 1 and Prime 2. So you basically have to take a wild guess. I need some health first. And also, the pirates don't just scream at the top of their lungs like in Prime 1 or Prime 2. Like, always love that in Prime 1 and Prime 2 with the pirates. Also, one thing too, some of the space pirates actually have some jetpacks as well. And yes, they still do close combat, just a heads up when you get close to them. And also, missile launcher. Now with the missile launcher, we're gonna have that for a while until later on when you head to the fire part of Brio, which is actually the second planet that's gonna be right after Norian. scan it. There goes the trooper. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the aero mines, I think those are like from the pirates as well. Were created by the pirates. Yeah, new pirate design. And also, save. That's one thing. At least Samus in Prime 3 doesn't lose her upgrades like Prime 1 and Prime 2. Like Prime 1 by the explosion, and that's on the pirate frigate ship at the beginning, especially with the Aang in Prime 2, when Samus goes to the Dark World for the very first time. And encounter Dark Samus at the exact same time. There is the ship. But we do have a mini boss to take care of. Meet the Berserker Lord. I think Berserker Lord maybe a mutation of the Space Pirates. Probably my guess is a result of Phazon, but it is somewhat similar to the Elite Pirates. Probably it's another pirate species. Probably my guess is maybe part of the Elite Pirate from Prime 1, or my theory, it could be another species of Space Pirates who they would be mutated by the Phazon, or probably another type of the Space Pirates itself. So that's my wild guess about that. So with the Berserker Lord, you basically have to shoot the weak point. Well, I wouldn't say the weak points, but the orbs that's on his shoulders, or I say on his armpits, because it kind of looks like it. And he was actually just vomit some probably Phazon goop or something like that. It does look like something like Phazon. So I'd say with locking ons, I'd say it's probably better off not to do so. Also, be careful not to get too close, because it actually will create a shockwave if I'm correct. Now, you actually go encounter the Berserker Lord a few times, and that's one of his moves too. He actually shoots the laser from his mouth. And with that, you have to shoot the purple projectiles. You have to shoot a bat at him. You shoot the orange ones too, and the orange ones you cannot shoot back. It's basically going to shoot a projectile straight at you. You're not going to create a shockwave? Okay. Be watchful with the colors. Oof. right on the side. And his weak point to be revealed, and that's the top part of his head. But the missiles is actually different here because it doesn't like blast off a little bit. It just actually has to wind up when it actually takes a while to launch. Well, I wouldn't say it takes a while, but the animation is just different compared to how Prime 1 and Prime 2 is. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just kind of awkward the way how it animated. It's cool, but the way how it shoots, it's like a little slower than how it was in Prime 1 and 2. And there goes the Berserker Lord. Move all around and then I'm gonna be yeeted into the space orbit. There he goes. There he goes. He's gone, my friends. The brother is gone. And also with the ship, we can actually enter the ship or save, or we could save and enter the ship. I usually do both, depending when I'm traveling somewhere next. And just like before with Prime 1 and Prime 2, it saves both your energy and ammo. It actually restores them. Here, yeah, that's gonna be the last time we're gonna be in the GFS Olympus. That's the only time that we're gonna be here, because next stop, heading to Norian. Well, I wouldn't say the last time with GFS Olympus, because that's when we're gonna get the new suit after the mission that we're gonna do at Norian. There's a war zone going on, my friends.
Stand to, Samus. Our situation doesn't look good. The pirate attack has knocked out our generators and disabled the planetary defense system. This cannon was our only weapon capable of taking out orbiting ships. We need you and the other hunters to get the generators back online and restore power to the cannon so we can repulse this assault. I'm uploading the generator coordinates to you now.
Good hunting. So we have to take down 3 generators. Well, actually 2. Because generator B, that's not we're going, because we cannot be able to access there until we go back to planet Norian later on in the game, where we have to backtrack for some items. How about we save? Also note this, we're actually getting expansion of the grapple beam. What kind of? It's the grapple lasso. Now, like I said, it's really not called a grapple beam, because this one's actually an expansion of it called the grapple lasso. So the grapple lasso allows you to take that, actually to break down enemy shields or body armors. I think some body armors, but mostly shields and some doors and projectiles that's in your way. So it's not really the grapple beam, because later on that we're gonna get the grapple swing, which is basically grapple beam. Scan it. First we have to control it. But I love the hand design that's with the grapple lasso. It looks interesting too. Cause like I said, there's gonna be some doors that it's gonna require you use the grapple lasso. And then you have to pull it away and then break down that door. Ooh, I just sidestepped to the other platform. We have to do that. It's a lock on. Use the grapple lasso and pull. Oh, the lag's so heavy. Yep. Oh, these guys again. I'm having a little puzzle fun. And plus, when you come in contact with these they actually explode. Just pull and keep pulling, and there you go. Like I said, with Generator B, we're not going there till a little later on in the game when we revisit Norian, because some parts are blocked off. Also, energy tank. Oh crap. I'm burning. Pirates. Also, just like Prime 1 and Prime 2, missile doors. And also we have a little map station returning. Mhm. Ow. Well, there's no warning indicator, just like Prime 2. So basically, go back to Prime 1 without the warning indicator, I think. And Jump Mice is basically probably it's an enemy, but it's also like a trap from the pirates. I think it's from the space pirates. But watch out. Oh man, oh, missiles. Yeah, I need more missiles. Hopefully there's some containers back there. Well, so just have to find and grind for the missiles. Oh, don't crash. Oh wait, I haven't noticed this door. Yeah, I haven't noticed this door unless I just skipped that. Yeah, I forgot about this part. That's a Jolly Roger. That's actually part of his machines of the space pirates. I think it's somewhat similar to the security drones from Prime 1. Yeah, it's Jolly Roger. Yeah, I feel like Jolly Roger drone is somewhat similar to the security drone from Prime 1. And yes, it's also come from the space pirates. Also, pirate battle. And also we have another one. I think it's just the pirate troopers. Oh, I forgot they throw grenades too. And I think later on they actually throw the phase-on grenades. And also there's the ship for the pirates too. Because there's also the cargo ship and also a battleship. And this one is actually the shield pirate Matilda. So when the pirates actually have the shield, you can actually just knock it off. So the shield is actually somewhat similar to the pirate commandos from Prime 2. And then the Arrow Trooper returns from Prime 1 and 2. But they used to have somewhat sort of different jetpack. And yes, they do the suicide kamikaze attack. Like anytime they actually go down. Just like with Prime 1 and Prime 2. Yeah, the Space Pirate ATC. Because this is the battleship and there's the cargo if I'm correct. And you can shoot the ship too to take it down, if you like. And also 4 of them. And also Rundus came just in time.
These pirates are more fragile than they appear. I just received word that the Federation is allowing all bounty hunters to use ship command devices. You should now be able to remotely command your ship and land it here. Don't forget to perform suit maintenance and data backup if needed. Generator A is just through those doors. While you have I'll activate the generator on the west. Between the two of us, this should be a breeze.
Thanks, Rundus. The homie. And yes, we could actually call our ship. It was actually an upgrade compared to how it was in Prime 1 and Prime 2, because Prime 1 and Prime 2 just stays in that starting position where it landed on the planet and stays there. And also the gunship actually has missiles too. So there's also missile expansions as well for the gunship. Also, BRB real quick, my friends. I'll be right back. I'm back, you guys. Sorry for the wait. I decided to lurk and support other streamers as well. Anyway, let's actually get back to it. Okay, it's back. This one check. Also, at the door, you had to do a little puzzle. Oh, good. Did they want? No, they have not. And also Jolly Rogers. Now I felt like the Jolly Rogers that basically had also similar to, but the Ram War Wasp and Prime 1, because that's a similar way to have to circle Samus around. Easy. To jump over here. Missile. Or Missile Kissel. It rhymes. I guess a missile. A Missile Kissel. You open the top part. You're to go over here to activate it. Boom. Oh, I thought you had to use the missile at that point. Oh well. And it's activate.
Samus, are you reading me? Something big is happening up here. What in the name of...
And that's, you know, if I'm correct, that's the Leviathan battleship. And that's the pirate where Dark Samus modify. And was able to create a wormhole that's coming from Planet Phase. Because if I'm correct, Planet Phase is far away from here.
Samus is heading right at you. That's why the pirates disabled the defense system. They intend to smash this thing into Noria. Get that cannon back online, or everyone down there is as good as dead.
Gotcha. Yeah, one of the troopers may be going down. But they do have a power up. It took down the paratroopers like nothing. But that's like the only time we see the GFS trooper with the PED suit.
Samus, I'm with the PED Delta Squad. My phase-on enhanced weaponry should be able to hold off any more trouble. I'll guard this area while you head on to the next generator.
There's Ridley. He's back. Dang. But he'll be waiting. Oh, there goes the pirate trooper with the shield.
There's some pirate traps up ahead. Be careful.
Oh, the lag though. Samus, get in there. There's Gore. There goes the Berserker lore.
This one has finished firing us. Go on ahead. I will stay here in the protected area. Proceed. Generator C.
Okay, sorry about that.
Our scans of the meteor have detected massive quantities of phason. It could be some sort of bomb.
We'll keep this area clear while you head to the generator. The generator is at the end of this section. Hurry, Samus. There isn't much time before that meteor hits.
Gotcha. Oh, there's crawl mines. Hey, buddies. Wait. If I'm going the right way? Yeah, I am. I was just wondering, because it's been a while, but I did Prime 3 as well. I also gonna encounter an old friend. It's good old Ridley. Hey buddy, where were you after Prime 1? Still dead, or the one of the pirates trying to get you back out? Yeah, you did not drop the morph bombs to the Ridley mouth? And Ridley actually opens up a path.
Samus, I was able to get Generator B back online. If you need any help. Here they come again.
But first save. The blast door unlocked and rip it right out. And then that one is basically Gandreda, because like I said, Gandreda is one of the bounty hunters can actually shapeshift to anybody.
Space Pirate Grey is definitely not my style. The machines aren't my thing either, so I'll let you get this generator back online. Thanks, honey.
Take care of that. We gotta set it up. Get that back online. We're Generator C.
Samus, our efforts to slow the meteor have failed. We must hurry.
Got it. So basically, I have a little puzzle here. While we have to dodge the Jolly Rogers and also plant the morph ball into the little pass, so we can try to get the generator back online. Okay, Jolly Roger, you can chill, buddy. But at least there's some guardrails too. Yeah, I forgot one of the other bomb slots. Oh crap. Okay, I forgot about this one. Okay, about to say it's taking nice and easy, nice and slow. Plant it here. Get the generator moving, but my little friend Meta Ridley. Hey, buddy. So basically with Ridley, right here, when you fall down from the pit in the generator, you basically have to shoot his mouth. My guess is because probably Ridley is really weak compared to what was back in Prime 1. And here in this part, that we have to make sure we hit Ridley's hand when to show the orbs. Because actually it causes his mouth to be open. I don't like the hand like that because it's like awkward to hit. And also make sure we hurry to kill Ridley because we don't want to go too far down, because you see the meters, because it hits 0, you're instantly dead. Oh gosh. Ah. Ridley's almost dead. And there goes Ridley. Well, just for now, until later on in the game. Like, late in the game. Gotcha. Oh gosh, my health, 39. Yeah, we gotta get going too. And the Leviathan's on the move. We got to get going. Oh crap. Samus, go, go. Go, 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 go. Made it. Whew. Because there's a time run out, it's instant death. Somehow, and then we get interrupted by Dark Samus herself coming in to swoop in. And Dark Samus take care of every bounty hunter one by one. Until Dark Samus started shooting the charge, well, let's say the charge beam of her cannon. Is that knocking the entire crew out? I expect Dark Samus to swoop right in. Probably is still trying to come back for vengeance for Samus. Yeah, I forgot to stop the music, my bad. But that's alright. And also there goes the Leviathan ship. Yeah, I wonder if it's because the Phazon is how powerful it is, it just caused Samus to knock her out. 1 month later.
She's happy too. Can you hear me, Samus? Vital signs are stable. Welcome back, Samus. You've been asleep for quite some time. A month, to be exact. We feared we'd lost you. Thanks to your great work, Norian is now safe. At the end of the battle, we found you and the other hunters all unconscious. Our medical examinations then yielded surprising results. Your bodies are now, somehow, self-generating Phazon. What's even stranger is that there are no negative effects to your health. This led us to investigate if we could make effective use of this Phazon. During the invasion on Norian, you must have noticed some powerful troopers in new suits. They were wearing what we call Phazon Enhancement Devices, or PEDs. We integrated this same Phazon Enhancement Device into your armor while repairing the damaged drives. Troopers wearing this device have Phazon punched into the weapons from an external backpack. This gives them an extra boost in firepower. But in your case, think about it. With this Phazon coursing through your body, internal energy. Pretty effective, don't you think? Why don't you try the PED now? Seal the room. Initiate PED program.
Reach out at the energy reserves.
Oh, actually, let me change the controls for in a bit. God, I forgot you have to have a button that switch to Phazon. Or switch to hyper mode, or I call it Phazon mode. Oh wait, unless this plus button. Oh. Nope, it's not. Not what variable turn it on. And now we actually have the PED suit, we can go straight to hyper mode.
Hyper mode possesses devastating power. Over the past month, we've learned the hard way just how powerful our enemies are. To deal with them, you'll need the firepower of the PED suit. Make good use of it. Now that you're familiar with the workings of the PED device, the Aurora Unit 242 would like to meet with you. There are many pressing matters to discuss. The AU chamber is located just off the Command Bridge. We'd better get going. Good luck. Oh, and one more thing. After 25 seconds, the safety feature automatically ends hyper mode. You'll have to keep paying attention.
Yeah, even though it's called hyper mode, I'd rather call it the phase-on mode, since you actually just use phase-on, and that enhances your boost. And this is the only time, and note, this is the only suit that you're going to be having throughout the entirety of the game, because it's just the PED suit, and there's no other suit parts that's or new suits with after the PED suit. It's just the PED suit, and it stops there. But I think the only ones is probably the, well, I wouldn't say the hazmat suit, but the hazard shoulder parts. So that's going to encounter in the pirate home world. Actually, let me see if I can adjust the right stick. Okay, there it goes. This is just the gate. And that's one thing. When you actually in hyper mode or just in phase-on mode, you're basically going to you actually turn your energy tanks into well, actually to enhance your powers. But you have to be careful because it does use the energy tank, and if you don't have any energy tanks with you, or you don't have any energy tanks on you, then you cannot go to hyper mode, sadly. Also new health units, phase-on units.
Pleasure to meet you, Samus. Welcome aboard the GFS Olympus.
Also, one thing with phase-on is basically it's going to be will be helpful for Samus compared to Prime 1 and 2, where it actually hurts Samus. Excuse me. But here in Prime 3, phase-on is going to be useful here.
Samus, you made it. Glad to hear you're feeling better. You've been cleared to enter the AU chamber. Please proceed through these doors and up the left. The Aurora unit is expecting you.
Got to go to the elevator.
Confirmed, G5. Opening chamber vault. platform to interface with the Aurora unit.
Let's talk with the Aurora unit. They're basically more like the mother brains of the Prime series, I might guess, because they're similar to the mother brains in the 2D Metroid games. Basically, this pirate homeworld. If I remember too, like the rest of the hunters, and there's Rundus, Gandrea, and Gore actually were controlled by Dark Samus after they were unconscious. They seemed fine at first, and then later on they were controlled by Dark Samus. With the face on that's also given to the Space Pirates, and the Space Pirates also follow Dark Samus orders, included. Yeah, so basically, Dark Samus is going controls everyone, from the Space Pirates to the bounty hunters, especially Ridley, and the Metroids too. That we'll see later. And Brio also has some lore too on this one, because one thing, Brio, especially with the natives there, actually does have a communication with the Luminauts and especially with the Chozos. Anyway, let's head to Brio. The Burrito planet. Brio the Burrito. We're gonna meet the relatives, well, not relatives, but natives, is the Reptilicus, or another name for Brioans, since they're basically natives of Brio. The Reptilicus hunters. And also with the Reptilicus, unlike the Luminauts and Chozos, Reptilicus are known for war. So they have a huge greediness of war. Actually, let's save here for now, and we come back in another time. And we can stop here for the night. game, and then we can call it a night for the stream. And I'd say thank you guys for stopping by my stream, and even we did a good start on part 3, even though there's some scuff, some lag, but it's still not bad. But I wonder who we can raid out for the night. But let's see who we can raid. Actually, we can rate my friend Dude because he's actually streaming the OG Final Fantasy 7. We get a raid message. But anyway, guys, thanks you guys for the stream. I don't know when I'm gonna stream again this week because I know this weekend my family and I are actually going to trip out of town. But I will stream again next week, hopefully. But anyway, guys, see y'all in the next one. Hope you guys have a blessed time zone. God bless you all. May heaven smile upon you. Peace.